I want to take couple minutes to address, people, new believers that come to a Torah understanding will say, well, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do the other thing? And my top thing would be with love. Don't do, yes, the Torah says to prep the food before the Sabbath so that you aren't having to cook it, and people will say, well, that was when it was harder to do a fire and all that stuff, and we can get very legalistic about these things. But the whole purpose of doing that stuff is out of love for Abba, love for Yahveh. Like Paul says in 1 Corinthians 13, he says, if I have prophecy, if I have this, if I have that, and know all things, know all mysteries, and this, that, and the other, but do not have love, I am nothing. I'm a clanging cymbal, all these things. And that's the way it is with head covering, or tzitzits, or beards, or whatever the case may be. If it's not done in love, if it's done because everyone else is doing it, then are you really doing it for the right reason? Do it out of love. Do it out of, you understand and you want to please Abba. Don't do it because, oh, well, it's expected of me. It's expected of me to cover my head in a service. As wonderful as that is, as beautiful as that is, or as beautiful as it is to see a woman wearing a long dress. That's beautiful. For me personally, I rejoice when I see women doing that, because it's like there's a difference in continence when women do that. But do it out of love. Don't do it out of, oh, well, I'm going to church, so I gotta do this or do that. Do it because you love to do it. Do it because you want to do it. Do it because you love Abba. Not because someone says you must do this, you must do that. Because if you do all these different things but don't have love, and they become a burden to you, then they're just rituals. Going through a Shabbat, going through a seder or anything else, building a Sukkah, all these different things. If you don't do them from love, it's just ritual. There are a lot of people that go through ritual, but they don't really have love. They go through. There are people that go through liturgy for an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, of just liturgy, not teaching, just liturgy. And it's like, is this out of love or is this out of obligation? So we really need to look at that. Do it because you love Abba, and let the Spirit work in you. People will ask questions, oh, should I do this, should I do that? You're going to find people that, like for the Sabbath, you're going to find those that prep stuff and they won't buy things, which is what Torah would teach. You can see it there, that they closed the gates of Jerusalem and said, where they said, don't come here or whatever on the Shabbat. And then you've got people that they'll take off work, but they'll go ahead and cook, or they'll go out to a restaurant, or they'll do little projects and stuff. And we have to be patient with them. And then there are those that are here, but it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. It takes time for that change of heart. There are women that embrace head coverings, but they do it because they feel it here. They feel it in their heart. that heart has changed. The law is written upon their heart, and they want to please Abba. It's not out of obligation, it's out of love. And that's where the blessing is. When the things you do as a lifestyle because you love Abba, you love Yahveh, that's where the real blessing is. It's not in just going through a ritual, going through singing a certain amount of songs, or praying the Shema, doing the Shema, or any of these other things. There's purpose behind them all. I never realized that the purpose of worship was the purpose of the singing was to get us mentally prepared for learning and getting us in the right mindset. I never realized that until I saw a woman come in and did some singing. So we have to do it out of love. I didn't start out wearing Tzitzit or using a tallit or growing my beard as long as it is. I didn't just embrace that right away. I had to learn. It took time. It took time for me to learn what the Tzitzit are about, where I felt conviction to wear Tzitzit, or to use this during prayer as the prayer, because it came on me about, is this the prayer closet? And one pastor told me, yes, it is. And that's why I felt conviction to use a tallit, not because, it's Jewish or it's something that you need to do or whatever, or Tzitzit. These are the ones on the tallit, but it's one of the things I see with Tzitzit is it's a reminder that Yahveh is always there. If he was standing right next to us, would we do some of the things we do? And that's where it brought conviction. But that was something that I had to grow in my heart. And my love, and I've come to see the blessings, and it's like, Abba, whatever you want me to change, show me, and I do it. I didn't start doing videos over, I think I should do videos or whatever. It was something that Yahveh put upon my heart to do. It's not something, I think I'll do that to see how many views I can get or whatever, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I get 1,000 views or 100 views or 10 views. It doesn't matter. It's about serving Him and blessing others and doing so. So just read your Bible, learn, and do things out of love, not out of obligation. Because obligation, we do what we do because we love Him, because He's our master, and we want to please Him, and we say, I'm part of your bride. I want to follow your Torah. I want to please Him. That's why I do what I do. And am I perfect? No. But I have the desire to be better now than I was yesterday, and be better tomorrow than I am today. It's a growth path. It takes time. And just do it out of love.